And we'll start just on our knees. Just have a seat. If you have the block, you can place it between your ankles and then sit down on it with your knees either together or apart. If you don't have the block, again, you don't need it, just to get a little bit of elevation there. And just take a few moments, a few rounds of breath to ground into the practice. Just bring yourself into this moment. So however you find yourself sitting, your shoulders are stacked over your hips. Your ears are stacked over your shoulders. Your eyes may be closed if that feels good. And just start to tune in to your breath. Slow it down. Deepen it. Full inhales through the nose. And exhale through the nose. One more full round. And exhale. And then if you have the strap, you'll go ahead and grab that. You can flutter your eyes open if you had them closed. If you don't have the strap, just pretend as if you did. So we're going to be doing some stretches with our arms up and back. So as if you're gripping onto a strap, you can do that. And just take your arms as wide apart as is comfortable for you. So maybe closer, your hands may be closer together, maybe they're farther apart depending on the tightness that you have. And then just start to, with your breath, just kind of bounce forward and back. So if you don't have the strap, it's the same motion. Just being active through the arms as if you're pulling the hands apart from each other. And then just, again, bouncing the arms forward and backward. Start to gently warm up the shoulders. If you notice that as you do this, your rib cage and your belly start to poke out, see if you can bring it back in and really just have the movement through the shoulders and the arms, not so much your torso. And if this feels good, just stay here. But if you feel like you need more opening and you want a little bit more, then slowly with your breath, start to circle the arms back. See if you can go slower than you want to go, bringing your arms all the way behind. And then maybe doing this, coupling this with your breath. So inhaling, bringing the arms back up overhead, nice and slow. Moving with your breath. And we'll just do this for several rounds, moving at your own pace. Moving with your breath. Just try to go slower than you want to go. Nice slow circles. So it should feel really good. Working at a computer a lot lately, hunching forward just to open this up here. And again, without the strap, it's the same type of motion. Just try to move both hands at the same time. Notice if one moves ahead of the other. Try to move them simultaneously. So just a couple more rounds here, wherever you are. And with the strap, I notice sometimes if my hands are too close together, I know because I start to shake a lot as I go back. So I know just to widen my grip a little bit. And I'm pretty tight, so I have to go pretty wide. And then once you finish or complete one cycle, if you have the strap, you'll take your right hand down towards the mat, pinning the strap down and then reaching the left arm up with the strap up and over for a little bit of side bend. Without the strap, same motion. So right hand down, left hand up and over the body, and then try to spiral the chest open as you look up towards the ceiling. And just breathe in here, create some space on your left side. And then at the end of that last exhalation, take it to the other side. Left hand down, right hand up and over. And then spiral the chest open. See if you can bring the right hand behind. Keep breathing here. Slow inhales and exhales through the nose. One more breath in and out wherever you are. And then you can slowly, if you had any of the props, move them out of the way and come onto hands and knees and just go through a few rounds of cow and cat to wake up the spine or any other movement that feels good. So maybe circling over the knees and the wrists. Always get a pop from my knee when I do that. Moving in both directions or just traditional cat-cow, whatever you like to do to warm up your spine and warm up for practice. Always continue with the breathing, your motion, your movements, pair with your breath. And then when that feels complete to you, we'll step our feet back, coming into a high plank. Just one breath here. Feeling strong through the hands, fingertips down, heels pointing up towards the ceiling, tailbone tucked under. Breathe in. And then on your exhale out, lower the right forearm down towards the floor, coming down to your forearm. And then we'll turn towards our left, opening up for a side plank, forearm side plank. Breathe in here. Left arm reaching up towards the sky. Pick your hips up a little bit higher. See if you can bring the left hand behind you, again, opening up through the chest. On your exhale, left hand comes down towards the floor, coming back up into a high plank. Breathe in, and then breathe out. Same thing, other side. Lower the left forearm towards the floor and finding your side plank here, reaching the right arm up and high. Breathe in, pick up your hips a little bit higher. Maybe open up a little bit more through the chest. And then slowly coming back towards your high plank. On your inhale. Exhale, both forearms come down, finding dolphin pose. Your hands are flat towards the floor, and then slowly begin to walk the feet in towards the elbows. Strengthening through the shoulders here, walking your feet as close as you feel comfortable, keeping your head lifted off the floor, pushing away with the hands, pushing away with the forearms. Tailbone pointing up towards the sky, just like downward facing dog. One more breath, fill up. And then exhale, let everything go. Find your way to a kneeling position. Your toes are tucked. If you have a block or a water bottle or something that you can kind of grab onto, grab a hold of that. If not, again, just pretend as if you had something in between your hands. Keep that energy pushing in towards each other. So we'll hold our block or imaginary block in front of us, elbows at 90 degrees. Breathe in. And then breathe out, Bring the elbows up towards the ceiling. Block comes behind you. Breathe in, extend the arms long towards the ceiling. Breathe out, bend the elbows. Breathe in, hands come back towards in front of your face. Breathe out, same motion. Hands come behind. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. Inhale, hands in front. Exhale, hands come back. One more round. Belly button in, rib cage in, pushing energy in between the hands, moving with your own breath. And then ending with your hands in front of your face from here. Go ahead and release the block if you had it. Coming back into downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet here, lift up onto your heels, onto your toes, lifting the heels, and then lower, whatever feels good to open up the back body here. Breathe in. And then as you breathe out, roll to the outer edge of the right foot, inner edge of the left foot, keeping hands firm against the mat, pushing your hips back and up. Feel a stretch in the side body here. Inhale back to your downward facing dog. Exhale, take it to the other side. Roll onto the outer edge of the left foot, inner edge of the right. Feel opening on the right side body as you push the hips up towards the ceiling. And breathe out. Inhale back to your downward facing dog. Exhale, lower the forearms, coming back to dolphin pose. Forearms down, toes walk in towards your elbows, send the hips up high. Tailbone up towards the ceiling. Head is lifted. Pushing firmly away with your forearms. And then from here, you can step your feet back and lower everything down towards the floor. We'll move into cobra pose here. Except we'll take our hands out wide, fingertips against the floor, palms of the hands lifted. On your inhale, peel forehead and chest up off the floor. Exhale, roll and lower down. Inhale, lift for your cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Take the palms of the hands along the sides of your body, the palms facing down. Peel forehead and chest, legs, feet off of the floor, coming into a locust pose here. Hold this for 1, lift a little higher. 2, relax the shoulders. And 3, lower it down, hands come underneath the shoulders. And then we'll push up into an upward facing dog from here. Hands beneath the shoulders, tops of feet on the floor, thighs are lifted. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in here. And breathe out. Lift the heels, bend the knees, step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms skyward. And exhale, hands to heart center. So from here, again, if you have a block, you can use it. If not, do it without the block. I'm going to demonstrate with. I'm going to place the block on the right-hand side, top of my mat. And I'm going to come into a low lunge, right foot forward. Placing my right foot on top of the block. Finding my low lunge, reaching my arms up towards the sky. Again, same thing without the block if you don't have it. Just allow left hip to drop towards the floor. Reaching up with the arms. Exhale, cactus the arms open, widen through the collarbones. Inhale, reach. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale, reach. Exhale, cactus. Hands come down to frame the right foot. Lift the back knee and then straighten through the right leg, finding pyramid pose here. Straighten as much as you can through the front leg. Maybe it doesn't straighten all the way. That's okay. Breathe in. And then as you breathe out, bend through the front knee, finding high lunge, high crescent lunge. Reaching your arms up high. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. What we're going to do is we're going to push off of our left foot, maybe drag it against the floor, coming into one-legged mountain. So left knee in towards the chest, arms reaching high. Breathe out, find eagle pose. So your left leg crosses over the right. Maybe you find eagle arms as well. Sinking through the hips, pushing forearms away from the body, finding that stretch in the upper back. And then breathe out, release. Step off the block if you have it. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. Left foot forward, low lunge. Inhale, reach the arms up high. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach. Exhale, cactus. One more time. Inhale, get long. And exhale, open through the collarbones. Hands come down to frame the left foot. Lift the back knee. Coming into pyramid pose. Straightening as much as you can through the front leg, folding the body over left leg. See if you can square your hips. Find length through your spine. Breathe in. Breathe out, high lunge. So left leg bends. Arms reach high. Breathe in. Breathe out, drag your right foot forward. My balance is not good today. And find your one-legged mountain. Right knee into the chest. Breathe in. Breathe out, eagle legs. Right leg crosses over the left. Maybe you find eagle arms here. For one full cycle of breath. Find length through the spine. Pushing the forearms away. And then on your exhale, fly your eagle, release. Coming down off your block if you had it. We'll move into gorilla pose next. So your feet are hips distance apart. And go ahead and find your fold. Place your palms underneath your feet. Your toes come all the way up to your wrist line. And just fold in here. Maybe gently rock forward and back on the balls of your feet. Find a little bit more stretch and opening in your wrist. It's okay if maybe your legs aren't completely straight. Listen to your body and do what feels good here. Allow the head to dangle, maybe shake your head yes and no. Gently release the hands. Inhale for a halfway lift. And exhale, plant your hands, step back into a high plank. Breathe in here. Breathe out. Once again, lower the forearms, find your dolphin pose. Walking the feet in towards your elbows. Really push away with the palms of your hands and your forearms. Lift the head. Relax the space around your shoulders. Length through the spine, tailbone is high. Option to stay here, or if you like, play with lifting one leg at a time. The height of your leg doesn't matter. And then moving with your breath, maybe lifting the other leg. Just play with that a few times. More advanced yogis may be able to flip both legs up, coming into a forearm headstand. So if that's in your practice, go for it. And if not, then as you're ready, go ahead and lower down, sitting back on your heels. And then as you make your way there, plant your right hand behind the right hip, and then lift the seat up off your heels, pushing the hips forward, reaching the left arm up and back. And then lower and take it to the other side. Left hand comes behind left hip. Hips push forward, right arm goes up and over. One more time on each side. Moving with your breath. And then coming back to your heels. Then we'll move into a half camel from here. So both hands come back behind your body. Pushing down, lifting the hips up high, rolling the shoulders open, gazing up at the ceiling. Breathe in here. And then breathe out. Moving into a downward facing dog from here. And then we'll lift our heels, bend our knees, step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms sweep towards the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. So from here, we'll move into dancer's pose. We'll start with our right leg, right foot rooted. Lifting the left foot up towards your seat and clasping with the left hand, either the outer or inner edge of your foot. Inhale, reach your right arm high, knees are together. And then on your exhale, begin to push your top of your foot into your left hand. Keep pushing, 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 pushing. And then reaching forward with right hand. So the height of the left leg, left foot, doesn't really matter so much. You want to make sure that your hips stay square. Keep pushing into the hand. And then when you're ready, release. And try dancer on the other side. So feel rooted through the left foot. Find that stability first. And then right hand finds right foot. Breathe in, left hand goes high. And exhale, start pushing, pushing, pushing into the top of your hand. Keeping the hips closed. Reaching left arm forward. Rolling right shoulder back. Keep breathing. And then when you're ready, exhale, release. And then maybe just shake out the feet a little bit here. Do whatever feels good here. Feet hips distance apart. And this time we'll take a big toe fold. So your peace fingers find and wrap around your big toes. Inhale, halfway lift, find a flat back. And then exhale, fold forward. As you fold, the elbows come out wide. The tailbone is pointed towards the ceiling. Maybe rock your weight forward just a little bit onto the balls of your feet. And just use the muscles in your arms to kind of pull your body in towards your thighs. Maybe there's a slight bend behind the knees. And then see if you can just sway the head back and forth, release the tension that you may have in your neck. Keep breathing. As you exhale, hands come down towards the floor, step both feet back, coming into a high plank. Last time, dolphin pose. Forearms come down. Option to keep your arms like in candlesticks, the number 11, or maybe play with bringing the palms together and clasping the hands. And then walking the toes forward towards your elbows. So we've done this a number of times today. Maybe you see there's a little bit more opening towards the end of the practice. Stay with traditional dolphin, or again, play with maybe lifting one leg at a time. Just stay active through the palms and the forearms. And whenever you're ready, making your way down towards your knees, sitting on your knees. No rush. So get there when you get there. And then as you make it there, we'll just move into one final camel pose. So one more back bend here. You can do a half camel again as we did earlier. So bringing both hands behind the body and then lifting the hips up high, rolling the shoulders and the collarbones open, gazing up. If you'd like to take full camel, you can do that. And that's coming from a kneeling position. And maybe the hands coming towards the top of the heels. Maybe more accessible if your toes are tucked or if you have blocks behind you as well. Just wherever you choose, make sure you can breathe easily. There's no strain, there's no effort. Come out of it if it is. Slowly making your way out of whichever variation of camel you chose. And then we'll take our big toes together, knees wide. Let's take a child's pose. Just do one fold forward to kind of counterbalance the back bends. Allowing forehead to rest on your mat. Maybe it feels good to wrap your hands back towards the feet. Little release in the shoulders here. And you're welcome to stay in child's pose for our final resting pose, or move into whatever you'd like to end your practice with for Shavasana. Maybe it's on your belly, maybe it's sitting, maybe it's on your back. And allow your eyes to close here. Just notice the sensations in your body after your practice. Just gently scan your body from the top of your head all the way to your toes. Make a conscious effort to notice any tension, any activity, and let it go. Allow yourself to be completely relaxed. And you're welcome to stay in Shavasana as long as you're able to. I'll close out the practice, but you can stay if you like. And if you're ready to begin to move, then take your time. Start with just slow wiggles of the fingers and toes, maybe rolling to one side, and then coming to a seated position before saying something kind to yourself. Namaste.